Is UI dead to AI? Well, that's probably the case. As you can see, it's clearly dead. No, this is an iPad. I crashed it out. Whatever. Like, just look at this. It really makes you question that, right? Right now, I'm on the ChatGPT app on iPad, and as you can see, the only UI you really have is this stuff right here. Now, it's crazy because the UI is very simple, right? And if you compare it to something else that can do similar things, it will be cluttered. Because ChatGPT or AI LLMs can, as it says right here, right, create a cartoon. Let's just literally let's look at this. It says create a cartoon, and let's just look at software that is about creating cartoons, like create animation software. Okay, I always miss putting the view, but basically, let's look at that. Okay, so what software? You have Adobe Animate. So let's just look at a YouTube video of Adobe Animate for you to see tutorial or something like that. Let's just focus on the UI first.
Animate CC is
Let me get rid of this. Look at that. So you can clearly see this thing is cluttered, right? There's a ton of UI, right? The user interface is all of this. And now compare it to this thing, which is literally just clicking a button, right? Oh, great, and boom, it's doing it. Now, obviously, this is very early, so it's not gonna create a cartoon the same as this, right? Or it doesn't have these same tools. We know that. But there's something out there really interesting that Anthropic came up with called MCPs, Model Context Protocols, and that basically allows you, or allows LLMs like this one, to more easily interact with software, like this one. I'm not going to talk about that one for now. That's a different video, but it's just a step closer to literally getting rid of the UI in this case of animation software, because now you will have, once that AI model is better connected to this software through MCPs or whatever other technology they came up with that is really gonna facilitate that, then you're gonna have just a chat interface and you're gonna be able to create all of this. You're gonna be able to create all of that just with a chat interface. So this is not gonna be necessary. Like maybe in the future, these companies, software companies, realize that they just need a chat interface and this is gone. Now, obviously, there might be an option for you to pull up all of these in case the AI fails or something. But like, it's the same thing with coding, right? Coding is gone. Like coding is gone. AI is gonna do it, and you just need a chat interface and another screen for you to see what it's doing, right? And yeah, like it's pretty powerful, and that really made me question: is UI really gonna get like die essentially? Because when you look at a UI, what is UI? UI is using interface, right? So let's go to Wikipedia. User interface is the space where interactions between humans and machines occur. Let's just put it that way. That's literally it. The space where interactions between humans and machines occur. The goal of this interaction is to allow effective operation and control of the machine from the human end, while the machine simultaneously feeds back information that aids operations decision-making process. So basically that's the goal. So for example, this Wikipedia stuff is exactly that. And now you can go to whatever you AI and just say, what is UI? And there you go. Like essentially you get the same answer, right? Is a visually interactive software. So we get completely, like, we no longer use Wikipedia. No, we just go here, which obviously is trained on Wikipedia. So this is really interesting one, because obviously it's gonna be a much more seamless, much better experience for the user. Let's put the example of you buying online, shopping online, e-commerce. Normally the experience right now in 2025 is going to, I don't know, Amazon. And then once you're in Amazon, you just have this UI, like literally it's cluttered with UI. What else? I mean, right now I'm giving examples of the web, but also the OS, like your Mac OS. You know, it's gonna be like Siri. Whenever eventually Siri, please get actual usefulness, because with this Apple Intelligence, Siri hasn't gotten better. Like it's got better in some things, but generally the Siri that we all want is not there yet. So hopefully they really release that. And it's the same thing. So this is a really good example of this thing, right? I think that I have also other examples. So look at it. Build a visually mind-blowing hero section for a web page with gradings and menu blah blah blah. So build a hero, whatever. Import it into Figma. Boom. There you go. There you go, man. It's just there. And that's thanks to MCP. So now imagine 50 years from now how good this is gonna be. Like this is just gonna be insane. Because this progress was from 5 years ago. Like obviously, you know, the LLMs started to come out, started to really get really good. And then, you know, this just happened in 5 years. Now imagine in the next 50 years. This is just gonna be the way. So in that case, just look at it. Like if you go to Figma, figma.com, you basically have all these. Let me actually go through this one. I was doing some stuff here. Like for example, there, if you wanted to build that exact same website, well, you needed this stuff, which is UI. Now you just go to the chat interface and it literally does this for you. This is right now. So now imagine 30, even 20 years from now, with e-commerce, with this stuff, with your OS, with anything, with Airbnb, like with booking tickets for anything, with booking Airbnbs, like with anything, it's just gonna be, this is the way, right? And that's why I say the UI is essentially gonna be deaf to AI. Not in a literal sense, but it's really gonna be dramatically reduced the UI that we see in software. And this is a very interesting thing to think about for like software developers. Obviously they are going to need to adapt to this change and build software differently, right? At least in the AI, also designers, like they're really gonna need to change that stuff too. So this is gonna be a change. It's obviously gonna be a change. Like stuff is always changing, and I think it's exciting because at the end of the day, if you really think about it, UI being less present and being replaced with AI is really gonna make a much more seamless experience, a much more better experience, a much more easier one. And yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be more abundant. And that's what I can say. the reason why I made this video is because there was a tweet from Naval Ravikant that basically talk about that. So you have about, let me actually search for it because I don't know. UI. There you go. This is the tweet. AI is eating UI. Or then when he also said, the promise of AI is no UI. Search is UI on the web. And since AI is eating UI, AI will eat search. Like, this guy has been saying this for a long time. Well, not for a long time, it's some years ago. And that's basically why I made this video, because it really stuck with me. When I saw this, I was like, wow, what the hell? This is true. And I think this is great in general for the things that I just said. Like, it's just going to be better for everyone. Or easier, better experience, and it's actually going to be the future that we all want, right? So yeah, just made the video. I'm also going to make a video about MCPs, because that's one of the technologies right now as of 2025 that is enabling this change that basically makes AI eat UI, like Naval said. Obviously, is one of the technologies that are going to lead to these. There's going to be much more technologies that are going to be implemented that are going to lead to this eventual a big change in UI. But I think it's just very interesting and very great. Also, now that I think about it, I forgot to talk about this one. This is also gonna eat the UI of editing. Wait, while I was editing this video, or I just started to edit this video, like, just look at this. It's cluttered and all UI, right? This is also gonna be for that. So you're gonna be like, hey, cut the parts where I'm like not saying anything, and that's already happening with this Descript. This is one of the video editors. The Descript. And I think also DaVinci is using that. Yeah, I just forgot about that one too. But it's gonna be on everything. That's the point. It's gonna be on every single way in which we humans interact with software. Basically, I just wanted to get that point.